wifey, and we're about to pull up on everything that's lit, from the net to the streets. Let go. Okay. So first off, we're gonna pull up on the king of pop's daughter, Miss Paris Jackson. She's 19 years old and she's causing a frenzy over these new pictures that she's posting all over social media. Now, Paris feels like, quote unquote, the human body is a beautiful thing, and no matter what flaws you have, whether it be scars, stretch marks, whatever, that it's beautiful, it's the human body. So I guess she's becoming somewhat of a nudist or something like that. But personally, I think at the age of 19, you shouldn't be doing things like that. You're not even 21 yet. Live a little, grow up a little bit, and then, you know, if you want to be free and do your thing, so be it. Question for you guys. Do you think Michael Jackson would approve of this behavior? Do you think, you know, he would have a problem with his daughter posting new pics? And also, do you think it's appropriate for a 19-year-old girl to be posting new photos? I don't know. Everybody knows world-renowned DJ Funkmaster Flex. So lately he's been running his mouth a whole lot about the legendary and late Tupac Shakur. That ain't lit. Anyway, basically Funkmaster Flex took to his Facebook Live and went on a whole rant about how Tupac wasn't the thug that everybody thought that he was. He said that Tupac was the type of guy that got loud when he had his crew around, and Funkmaster Flex's side of the story is that Tupac was at his studio session, robbers came in just to rob him for his jewelry. He said all he had to do was give up his jewelry and the guys would have left and it wouldn't have been this big deal. But he said Tupac had a gun on him and he was not about to let these guys rob him. So he went to scramble for his gun. He got nervous and ended up shooting his own self. And that's how he got rushed to the hospital. And from that moment, the East Coast, West Coast beef begun because Pac felt like Biggie had set him up. As Flex was recording this video, he then chimed in on Lil Cease, whose name popped up in the feed. And he was like, ain't that right, Cease? You feel me? You know that's what happened. So Lil Cease then came on, chimed into the conversation, and he seconded Funkmaster Flex's emotion about what really took place. Then, later on, of course, via Twitter, after fans start to jump down Lil Cease's throat, he tried to put out his disclaimer regarding Tupac, saying that, you know, he loved Pop, he loved his work, so on and so forth. Basically just trying to clear the air for himself because he didn't want no problems. Naughty by Nature and its frontman, Treach, came out in defense for Tupac. He called Funkmaster Flex a nigga. He also put out a diss record towards Funkmaster Flex. Now, I've never saw like a DJ rapper beef before, but hey, who knows where this will go. Of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Everybody knows Crazy Matt Jordan, that is Kenya Moore's ex, the one who bashed out her garage and spray painted her cameras at her house and she had to pull the strap out on him. Yeah, him. Mr. Matt and Peter got into a little brawl during a radio interview. When this video first went viral, Peter looked like, you know, he was kind of getting with Matt. The reason that it appeared that way is because Peter, he had a box cutter. You know, Peter from the streets. Ain't he like Jamaican or something? Boyaka, he crazy, you feel me? Later on, they put that video in slow motion and you can see what Matt was talking about. They zoomed in and Peter did have a box cutter. When Peter was asked about having this knife or box cutter, he said, I am a restaurant owner. I open boxes and cases of alcohol all day, so I just happen to have that in my pocket, and I used it as a method of self-defense. Peter is now pressing assault charges on Mr. Matt. And speaking of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Miss Phaedra, the Southern Belle, honey, is now off the show. It's been said that everyone's contracts have been renewed except hers. We all know how everything unfolded on the reunion. It was bananas. It was crazy. Kandi erupted because Phaedra had made up this complete lie about her and her husband attempting to drug Portia. She lied to Portia and all of the fans. Like, you made this big hoopla over nothing. So sorry, honey. Back to the mortuary you go. Pump up them bodies. Next, we are gonna pull up on one of my favorite rappers in the game right now, Kendrick Lamar. And he literally got pulled over, honey, by the Beverly Hills Police Department. Sources say that he didn't name drop. He didn't try to say, oh, I'm Kendrick Lamar, give me a pass. Because the police went to the car. You can hear them running his name and information, but in the end they did let him go without a citation. He did not pull off with that little yellow piece of paper that none of us like when we see the police. So shout out to Kendrick and big ups to the Beverly Hills Police Department for showing him a little love. Now I am sorry to report that Big Black has passed on. Doctors spent over 30 minutes trying to revive him from his heart attack, but unfortunately it was unsuccessful and he was pronounced dead. Sources say that Big Black had a savings account set up for his daughter, a huge college fund. Basically her college will be paid off when she's ready to go to college, and as well as funeral arrangements and all that has already been taken care of. When Rob was asked how he felt about losing his friend, his only answer was that he was heartbroken. So Nicki and Nas were spotted out eating with his Emmy Award that he won for the show The Get Down. If they are dating, more power to them. Speaking of sightings, Mr. Jigga Man himself, Jay-Z, was said to be out eating with some random woman. We don't know if this was a business relationship. We don't know if this was a family member. We don't know if he ordered lemonade with extra ice cubes or not. People are just running with this information, saying that he's cheating on Beyonce, she's pregnant, how could he do her like that, and this, that, and the fourth. We don't know what it is. Mind your business. Kick back, boo. That ain't lit. Next, we're gonna pull up on some music that's lit and not so lit. First single, I have to shout out Future with Mask Off. That song goes. I love it. When I'm in the club, I'm like standing on couches going crazy. I love it, and the video came through for the gods, honey, to match it. He had explosions and the SWAT team and police and 5-0s, Miss Amber Rose, honey, doing it. Future, you came through on that one. Great video, and I make sure you watch us also at pullupmagazine.com, and then go to the section Pull Up Lit. I am your host, your favorite host, your girl, wifey. Follow me on Instagram, THA_WIFEY. Dope Girl ENT and Pull Up Magazine.
From the higher place, you're watching Pull Up Lit.